What? I think I screwed up. But before you lose your cool, I just want to say that it's not my fault at all. I mean, school is too hard and I don't think I could handle it anymore. I literally don't understand what's going on and what I am supposed to do during lectures. I guess all of the people around me are just naturally smarter. With that being said, I'm not graduating college this year either. Trust me, but studying isn't my cup of tea. What did you just say? You're not graduating college this year either? Studying isn't your cup of tea? Are you kidding with me or what? Well, I apologized to my professor many times already, but he doesn't even bother to look me in the eyes at this point. He told me that he won't let me pass if I don't attend his classes at all. Come on, you know how boring it is to hear him talk for 2 hours straight, right? Anyways, he's nothing but a cranky old trout. Ha! I'd rather jump off from a building than complete the homework he assigns. How can you speak of him like this? He is your teacher and you need to have some respect, young lady. Plus, finishing your homework is your job as a student. It's not optional. Also, what he's saying is nothing but the truth. You don't deserve a bachelor's degree when you don't even know the most basic concepts. You need to start going to classes if you want to graduate. I'm telling you this for the last time, but you're not a 5-year-old anymore, so start acting like an adult. Yeah, whatever. You never take my side when there's something up. I'm used to it. Still, I just can't help but fall asleep the moment I enter the classroom. Plus, you're always so serious, man. You're my older sister, not my mom. That's why you don't have any friends. But anyways, I'll do what you say next year. Make sure to pay my tuition fee first. I know it's quite expensive, but you should just bear with it. I mean, graduation just seems to be further and further from me. I wonder how many years it'll take me to get that diploma. Don't try to gloss over your mistakes and laziness. Life will only get harder when you start working. That's why I want you to get an education so you can have more choices. Do you have any idea how hard I have to work just to pay for your tuition? I don't even take any days off during holidays and weekends. I'm well aware that you work 2 jobs from day to night. But what can I do about it? It's not like I want to stay a senior in college for the rest of my life either. But Mom and Dad passed away because of a car accident. From then on, you became my primary caregiver and family. So you're the only one whom I can rely on. I know it's exhausting to earn money, but since you're smart, I'm assuming that it won't be the end of the world for you. Stop complaining and think about how you can get the bonus this month. Also, I'm going to this amusement park that just opened with my friends tomorrow. Well, I'm starting to lose faith in you. How can you hang out with your friends when you know that you have a mountain of things to do? Just know that I can't look after you like this forever. There will be a day when you have to put food on the table yourself. I will get married and start my own family someday. I won't have the extra time and energy to constantly check on how you're doing. So you need to stop being so irresponsible. It just seems to me that you've never grown up. Fine, I got it. But I believe that everyone should have the right to have fun. I also get stressed out sometimes, as I'm a human being. Anyways, let's not get so hung up on me because you have to tell me how you can ever get married when you work all day. Don't start worrying for your future when you don't have one yet. I mean, who would want to marry someone so nerdy like you? You never know what's gonna happen in life. I'm engaged. What? I wasn't thinking of letting you know today, but yeah, I'm finally getting married. I started dating this colleague of mine last year, and then he proposed to me a few months earlier. Seriously? You have a boyfriend? How do you have time to go on dates when you're bent over backwards with work? If you studied a little harder, you would have the time to begin a romantic relationship too. Anyways, I'm telling you right now that I will be starting a new chapter in life soon. So you need to become more independent and figure things out yourself from now on. With that being said, pull your act together and graduate before it's too late. Don't cause me so much trouble anymore. I'm your older sister, all right, but I have a life of my own, too. Okay, I won't let you down anymore. I will give my all this time. But anyways, I want to hear more about this great news. I'm assuming that you're gonna have a wedding, right? I can't wait to see you in a beautiful white dress. I'll also try my best to make your big day the most special one in this entire world. I can help you with preparing for the ceremony. In that case, I would really appreciate it if you would graduate first. That'll for sure make me the happiest I could possibly be. Are we seriously going to talk about this again? You know that I'm worried about you. You've been coming home very late at night recently and completely wasted. That's why I'm telling you to stop skipping classes to go drink with your friends. This is not what going to college is for. Yeah, whatever. You're annoying. Now I'm not even that excited about the wedding anymore. I'm staying at my friend's house tonight. Congratulations, Luna. I just saw your text earlier. I'm so glad to hear that you finally found the love of your life. Thank you so much, Mabel. You know how devastated I was when your parents passed away. As your mom's older sister, I didn't think that life could get any worse. But now that you're going to marry the right man for you, I'm starting to believe that every cloud does indeed have a silver lining to it. Don't forget to send me the invitation card. I'll be there no matter what. Are you sure that you can make it, though? I'm well aware of how busy you are with work, so it's totally fine if you can't attend. Well, I would hate to miss out on your big day, so don't worry about me. I'm sure that I could take a leave of absence. After all, you only get one wedding throughout your entire life. He's your one and only, right? I can't even begin to imagine how ecstatic Layla probably was when she first heard it. I mean, the two of you know each other more than anybody else. Tell me, was she like a dog with two tails when you told her about the engagement? I mean, she's been giving me attitude these past few days, just like she used to when we were little. The way she's acting lately, I'm assuming that she might even feel relieved to see me gone. There won't be anyone there to nag her all the time. What? Did you guys get into a fight or something? I always thought of you and Layla like two peas in a pod. I did manage to send her to college, but things began to take a bad turn from there. She doesn't go to any of her classes, and this is her second time repeating her senior year. Is that so? I tried my best to not let her walk down the wrong path, but I'm snowed under work every day, so I can't make much time for her. Plus, she's almost never at home. Even if I want to sit down and have a conversation with her, it's not possible. You should have told me earlier about this if it's been bothering you that much. You are just too nice to blow a fuse at her. But I can do it for you. I don't care if Layla hates me after this. She's my younger sister. I should be the one taking responsibility for her actions. What's more, I would hate to cause any inconvenience for you. You don't have to bow and scrape with me. I mean, you always have this habit of trying to handle everything by yourself. Drop by my house if anything like this happens again. You know how happy I am to see you get married. But it's also my duty to be there for you in the present. Got it, Mabel. Thanks. I'll pay you a visit after work today, then. Layla's gonna be at her friend's place anyways. Sounds good. I'll be waiting for you with delicious wine and cheese. Layla, where are you at? The ceremony is about to start. What? Are you talking about your wedding? It's today? Do you have any idea of what you're saying? Check the calendar right now. Today is my big day. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot about it. The sky is turning dark already. What the heck is going on? I'm so confused. Don't tell me that I overslept. Well, one thing I know is that you're definitely late. Are you at home right now? No, I'm at a friend's place. One of my friends rang me up last night to ask if I wanted to have a drink. So then I said yes and partied at her house with the others. I'm in huge trouble now. Guess I shouldn't have kicked that bottle of whiskey down. I'm starting to feel a splitting headache. I've seriously had enough of you at this point. What were you even thinking last night? I'm so sorry. But I did remember about your wedding. Stop making excuses for yourself. What are you going to do now? Weren't you supposed to deliver a wedding speech today? You told me that you wrote it just to let me know how thankful you are to me all these years. Holy cow! I mean, I did prepare a letter for you, but that's not what's important. There's no way for me to get dressed and put on makeup in 10 minutes. Plus, I feel so queasy right now, I don't think I can even stand on my own legs. I'm really sorry, Luna, but I'm afraid that I won't be able to make it today. Excuse me? Are you seriously planning on not showing up at all? Today is not just an ordinary day at school. It's my big day. The thing is, I'm 3 sheets to the wind right now. I guess that's what happens when you drink like a sailor. Were you looking forward to my speech or something? Well, too bad then. I mean, if that's really the case, then I guess we'll have to go with the silver bullet. What do you mean? The silver bullet? What are you planning on doing? I'm telling you right now, but you better lay off any shenanigans. Basically, all you have to do is cancel your wedding today and postpone it for a later time. What a perfect solution, right? That way, I won't be considered as being absent. After all, I told you that I will make your wedding the most special one on Earth. Plus, it's not like the world is ending tomorrow and this is your last chance to get married. You're still pretty young. Just like how I'm repeating a grade, you can give the wedding another try too. If your husband really loves you, then he should be willing to wait for you as well. Excuse me. What's wrong with you? I'm not sure if you're the Layla whom I've known for my entire life anymore. I mean, you have always been fairly feckless, but this is just over the top. Plus, are you being serious right now? I'm only getting married once, and you're telling me that you're fine with not coming? What are you talking about? Do I not sound serious? I mean, although I'm usually a bright and outgoing person, I'm not that big of a fan of jokes and pranks. So what do you think? I'm such a genius for coming up with this, right? You don't have to shower me with compliments just yet, though. Layla, you really crossed the line. I don't know what to say at this point to help you comprehend how serious this is. But you shouldn't have taken things this far. I tried my best to bear with you because that's what Mom and Dad probably wanted of me. What do you mean? Are you putting off the wedding or not? It's not like I planned on oversleeping. Can't you just be more understanding? Anyways, I demand that you cancel it today. There might be a fine incurred, but you can just ask your fiancé to pay for it. I'm your one and only younger sister. I'm sure you don't want to get married without me present, right? Wouldn't you be sad if I'm not there to see you walk down the aisle? I promise you that I will be more mindful and punctual. So you should just get married next year or something. I'll be the first one to get there then. I don't remember having a younger sister, though. In fact, I'm an only child. My parents only have one daughter, and that's me. What? But I am your younger sister. Have you lost your memory or something? Wait, what's going on right now? You're scaring me. I'm sick and tired of you. I did everything within my power to help you succeed in life. But all you do is disappoint me time after time. And now I have reached my breaking point. Tell you what, I'm not your nanny or servant. Nobody pays me to take care of you. So this is it for me. I'm done. I no longer have a younger sister. And you should live your life from now on without relying on me. What are you talking about? What's going on with you all of a sudden? I don't understand what you're trying to get at. Are you throwing a fit right now because I overslept? Of course I'd be throwing a fit. My anger has hit the ceiling already. We're not family anymore. You're nothing more than a stranger to me. You can't do this to me. How are we strangers? Do you even realize that we only have each other because our parents both passed away? If you do, then stop acting like we're strangers. You can't just abandon me because I'm not a very punctual person. But you are a stranger to me. We're not even related by blood. You're aware of this, right? Yeah, I am. You're adopted. I'm the biological daughter of Mom and Dad. I'm glad you still remember this. Although it's probably the only thing you would remember after drinking so much. You know, every time I see you, you're pretty much always drunk as a skunk. That's not true. I'm not always drunk. I'm a social drinker. Anyways, just like you said, I'm not Mom and Dad's real daughter. They only adopted me because they were having trouble giving birth to one themselves. Then a miracle happened shortly after the adoption and you were born. But that didn't stop Mom and Dad from treating me like their own kid. Exactly! You promised them before they passed away that you'll be by my side no matter what. And that we'll always be sisters, although we're not related by blood. Isn't that why you took care of me all these years? You're right. I for sure took good care of you ever since Mom and Dad were gone. But I'm really on the verge of a breakdown at this point. I don't want to look after a younger sister who's too lazy to attend her older sister's wedding just because she overslept. You don't deserve to be a part of my life anymore. Excuse me? I'm sure that you can survive on your own from now on. You're an adult. I'm cutting you out of my life. We're done. Wait a second first. I'm still a college student, though. Although I'm over 18 years old, I haven't worked a day in my life. Are you really gonna dump me like this? You should be able to graduate this year as long as you stop skipping classes. It's your fault that you're getting dumped. You seriously drive me crazy. You leave me with no choice. I mean, I was about to leave the house for your wedding. But now that you're putting me down like this, I'd rather just stay at home after all. I might even just throw this letter I wrote in the trash. Do you think that by doing this you can change my mind? In fact, you don't have to come today. I told my friend to read her letter instead. Nobody knows that you're supposed to deliver a speech today. Except for me, as it's meant as a surprise. I mean, how ironic, right? Excuse me? Do you know how long it took me to write this frickin' letter? You're the worst older sister I've ever seen. We've been best friends for 10 years. She knows me better than I do myself. Plus, we went through all the ups and downs together. I'd rather listen to what she has to say about our friendship. So you don't have to bother about the speech anymore. Plus, I know that you never wrote a letter for me in the first place. Make sure to practice your lying skills the next time you want to fool me. I saw you only writing, "Dear Luna," and then leaving the house to drink with your friends the other day. You don't deny it, right? Of course, I would still like to applaud you for at least trying. After all, you couldn't even figure out how to conjugate most verbs before middle school. But just know that trying doesn't equal success. What's more, you can't call writing 2 words on a piece of paper a letter, right? Come on. You really need to wake up and face reality at this point. I had everything ready to go in my head. You know how good my memory is, don't you? I could recite all of it right now if given the chance. Whatever. I don't give a damn about you anymore. You act like you saved the world when all you've done is look out for your own sister. I'm never going to your wedding in a million years. Your marriage won't go well without my blessings. I know it for a fact. I'm sure this is gonna weigh down on your conscience when you realize that your one and only sister is absent. So don't even think about begging me to come later. I'm sure Mom and Dad would be extremely upset if they learned about the way you're treating me. You looked absolutely stunning yesterday. I just couldn't hold back my tears when I saw you walking down the aisle. Also, the new house is waiting for you guys right now. This is my wedding present for the two of you, so don't feel any pressure. I'm sure that you're gonna like it when you're back from the honeymoon trip. I spent a fortune on renovation and furniture. Tell you what, there is a jacuzzi in the bathroom. I know that you've always dreamed of having one, so I installed it for you. Thank you so much, Mabel. I really appreciate it. You're always like a mother figure to me ever since that accident. But are you sure that it's all right for us to live at your place? Because it won't be a problem at all for my husband and I to just live in an apartment. The rent is just too cheap compared to how big the property is. I mean, the backyard is huge and there are 5 bedrooms. Of course! You're actually doing me a favor by living there. After all, I haven't been able to find a tenant for the longest time. You know, I've always felt very guilty about your parents' death. Somewhere in a corner of my heart, I blame myself for failing to protect my little sister. Plus, I was working overseas at the time and couldn't make it to their funeral. If I'm completely honest with you, I couldn't stop crying on my way back. But anyways, even when I asked to lend you a hand financially, you turned me down and told me that I can take care of everything on my own. That's why I'm so proud of who you are today. Anyways, I hope that you won't feel so bad about living in my house. Will you? Mabel, I'm over the moon right now. But are you 100% positive that this is really what you would prefer? After all, I am adopted, which means that I'm not even related to you by blood. That's nothing to me. You have always been the apple of my eye. And never for 1 second have I not thought of you as my niece. Trust me, but I know what you've had to go through up until now. It's all right to sometimes rely on your family and friends. For example, consider your husband or me. Thank you so much, Mabel. I'll make sure to bring you a mountain of souvenirs. Please also pay us a visit after we settle down. I'd be more than happy to. Have fun for your honeymoon. I can't wait to see the two of you soon. Luna, you can't do this to me. Are you seriously going to cut off all relationships with your only sister? You should be more brokenhearted than you are right now because I didn't go to your wedding. But then I came to find out that you've already left the country for your honeymoon. Well, I did have a blast overseas for sure. I can't wait to travel the world with my husband again. In fact, we're both a bit jet-lagged right now since we just got back yesterday. You just got back yesterday? Where are you at then? Come home right now if you're back in the US already. What are you talking about? I'm never going back to that house. Pardon me? Do you still not have a grasp of the current situation at hand? I'm leaving you. My new house is very spacious and comfortable. I can't wait to start a new life here with the love of my life. Excuse me? How come nobody told me about it? That's none of my problems to care about. I wish you the best with life from now on. You're Mom and Dad's biological daughter, so that property belongs to you. After all, not every college student is the owner of a single-family home. Now that you're completely on your own, I suggest that you be prepared for what life's gonna bring you in the days to come. What do you mean? Why do I have to be prepared for what life's gonna bring me in the days to come? The only thing that I need to do is live here, right? Well, you have to pay all the bills, What's more, there's taxes to take care of as well. Oh, and there are a ton of house chores waiting for you. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you this, but I won't be responsible for paying your tuition fee anymore. Are you for real or what? Am I seriously not your younger sister anymore? What did I even do to deserve this horrible punishment from you? This is way too much at the moment for my brain to process. I feel like my world has been turned upside down. How am I supposed to afford all these costs, though? I literally don't have a penny to my name. I'm totally broke. Well, you must figure everything out on your own from now on. I just want to be freed from you and live a happier life. With that being said, I have nothing to do with you anymore. It's not like I'm your legal guardian or anything. You're an adult now, so you have to take responsibility for your own actions. Think about what you're gonna do with your own life. I can't look after you forever. I might even die before you. What are you gonna do then? I don't care! All I ever knew is how to drink with my friends and have fun. You used to take care of everything for me. Also, I'm not sure when I would be able to graduate either. I have no idea what I need to do in order to pass all of my classes. Well then, start doing your homework and attending lectures. Also, stop bad-mouthing your professors and listen to what they say. Because if you did what I said above earlier, you could have graduated this year. So you're the one to blame for all this. I mean, when are you gonna get a job and start earning money if you can't even graduate first? You're not a baby anymore. It makes me ashamed at this point to admit that you failed to graduate college 2 years in a row. This must be a lie. You told Mom and Dad that we'll always be sisters no matter what. What happened to that now? Were you serious with what you told me on the day of your wedding? It was all a joke, right? I knew it. You would never treat me like this. I just don't believe that I would actually be a stranger to you from now on. Can you pretend to have never known me in the first place? I mean, are you really abandoning me? Is this how you show Mom and Dad that you fulfilled your promise to them? I'm sure that Mom and Dad will take my side this time. Plus, don't refer to me as your older sister from now on. We don't even share any genes. I'm putting an end to everything. I've taken care of you for free in the past 20+ years. I'm very exhausted at this point. But this is unfair! You didn't even give me a heads up on all this! You have to give me time to realize what I've done wrong! What's more, I said that I'm sorry for oversleeping on your big day. But you know that I didn't do it on purpose. I promise you to never drink alcohol again. Plus, I'm almost certain that I can graduate next year. I'll never miss a class anymore and listen to all the lectures. So please, give me one last chance. I'm going to study as hard as I can starting tomorrow and get top grades. I will never repeat any of my stupid mistakes again. Why can't you just trust me this time? I'll show you that I'm no longer my old self anymore. I can't live without you, Luna. Your support means the world to me. I'll do anything to make you stay. That's not true. I know you can live without me. If you believe yourself to be capable of change, then you should try to prove it next. I mean, I managed to survive till this day without anyone's help. So if you're really my younger sister, then you should be able to do the exact same thing. Plus, it won't be too difficult for you to live a rather easy life from now on as long as you're financially stable. Anyways, take care, Layla. I'm thankful for what Mom and Dad did for me. That's why I didn't just leave you after they passed away. But now, everything's over. Don't let Mom and Dad down. I can already imagine the expressions on their faces if they see how miserable your life is. After that, I deleted Layla's number and texts. I also told Mabel to do the same as Layla won't stop bothering her as well. I also blocked Layla on all social media platforms. She tried to find out where I live, but of course I won't let her have her way with this. Mabel lives very close to her, so she updates me from time to time on how Layla's doing. And from what I've heard, things aren't going very well. It seems like life has been very hard on Layla. She had to get a loan from the bank to purchase a car. So now she's in debt. She also ended up dropping out of college and now works a full-time job. What's worse, she doesn't even take a break on holidays and weekends just to put food on the table. Furthermore, her friends would always have parties in her house when she's not there. So I guess this is what you get for trusting people too much. That's why everything's a mess over at her place. I heard the other day that she can't even afford to call pest control to kill all the termites in the walls. She also has already received a lot of complaints from her neighbors. But Layla doesn't know because she's almost never home. They reported her to the homeowner association for causing too much noise at night. It's so loud that you could hear the party noises 2 streets away. Mabel told me, I wouldn't be too surprised if Layla gets arrested at some point. After all, any criminal could break into her house easily. She also said, I don't feel bad for Layla at all, as I believe that she's only getting a taste of her own medicine. And I can't agree with her more. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when a new video comes out. Don't forget to also leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.